morning, preppers!
Good morning. Happy prepping day. And guess what? We have another prepping video for you. Because watching videos of cows is just plain boring. So we have prepping videos.
Yeah.
Unless the cow's going to a processing plant, then it's prepping, right? All right. So anyways, we have a video for you talking about how can I not stress out about getting so much prepping, because that's actually a common, I don't want to say complaint.
No, it's a common thing we hear mostly.
Yeah, people are like, oh my gosh, how can I afford all this prepping?
How much time do we have?
How much money do we have? So what we decided to do is come up with a list that, every time you go to the grocery store, pick up a little bit here and there. They'll never know. Okay, don't mean pick it up like steal it. They'll never know. Of course they won't, because you'll pay for it. And just slowly add to your stockpile, because eventually you'll have a big stockpile.
Exactly.
So here you go. Here's 10 different types of things you should buy to continuously, each month buy, to add to your stockpile.
Number 1, water. This one is kind of common. Everybody needs water. So not water jugs, maybe electrolyte powders, Gatorades, Kool-Aid, things like that you can have in your collection. Your collection.
I collect water stuff. I would like to say that, again, it's not simply just stockpiling, but preparing too. On this side, stock up on whatever you need to purify water.
Exactly.
Maybe you have this amazing thing called a Berkey. And Berkey requires little Berkey filters.
They do.
So stockpile in your Berkey filters or Sawyer filters or whatever kind of water filters, because you want to make sure you have a stockpile of water and a way to get water in the future.
Exactly. So buy a little every time you go.
Number 2, foods that store well.
You hear us talk about this one all the time. Food, food, food. You got to have food. Pick up something, pick up a couple cans, pick up 1 can every time you go to the store.
And buy it.
And buy it. Well, yeah. Put it in your shopping cart and buy it.
And I always stress that. How many times I've said on this channel, canned food is your best friend. And if it's acidic stuff, it tastes kind of nasty after a while. But canned food is already prepped for you. You don't have to can it. You don't have to dehydrate it.
Anything.
You just have to open it and eat it. Of course, you probably want a can opener too. But obviously, things like rice.
And honey. And spices.
Potato flakes.
Exactly.
I mean, we've had, how many videos do we have on this?
A lot.
A lot, yeah. So obviously you want to stock up on food. And if you're like buying things, and I have an extra $1.50 today at the store.
You can buy a couple things.
Yeah, exactly. Add to your can collection.
Exactly.
Now we have can collection.
Number 3, soaps. I think honestly this one is overlooked a lot of times because we're so worried about food that we forget that we need to be clean. So stock up on soaps. It can be any kind of soap.
We want to keep the apocalypse smelling nice. And that's it. So before she starts counting all the soaps, I just want to stress that you really need to make sure you cover all your soap bases.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people think about like Zest, fully clean.
Yeah.
You want to stay clean with Zest, but there's more things than just Zest.
Like dish soap.
Dish soap, laundry
soap.
Oh, I said it first.
Yeah. Dishwasher soap. I mean, you don't know if you'll have power or not, so you're gonna have to have your dishes clean. So not only the dish soap on your counter, but also the dish soap for your dishwasher.
Dr. Bronner's.
Yes.
What's that other soap? Is it? I don't think we have any. Do we have any Is it castile?
I don't know how to.
I think that's what it's called.
I don't know. I don't know if I've used it in a long time. So, but just stock up body wash, shampoo, those kind of soaps that you need for your.
For everything.
Yeah, for everything.
Yeah. So try to think of every instance of you needing soap and stock up on it. Number 4, preservation items.
So every time you go to the store, pick up some kind of canning. A thing of jars, a thing of lids, a thing of rims, something like that you can use for canning food later.
And if you're not a canner, like she's the canner in the house, I'm the other storer, Mylar bags, pick those up whenever you can.
Food grade buckets.
You can't usually get Mylar bags at the store, but if you have a little bit extra money, order some. Yeah, food grade buckets. We actually have a food saver we use, but obviously they're for short term. I think like 2 years is the most you want to go with those, even with oxygen absorbers. But you know what? 2 years is better than no years. So whatever you do, of course, even on sale too, pick up this stuff and just make it so you can actually make it so your food lasts a long time instead of expiring soon.
Number 5, first aid items.
We seriously could list first aid items all day long, but we don't have to, because you know what? In the description below, you can actually go to our website, which has a store, which actually you can buy, I think it's $2, a checklist I made of all the different types of first aid supplies you might want to have.
Exactly.
Now, it's $2. You can actually go to our old video, which shows it. You can watch it and write it down for free. But you know what? The $2 helps us out. Helps us with cups of coffee and stuff. Half a cup of coffee at Starbucks.
Yeah, something like that. Get a shot.
But if we want to start naming first aid stuff, I mean, obviously, bandages and band-aids and ace wraps and Israeli dressings and tourniquets
alcohol and things like that.
Yeah, lots and lots. I mean, we could be here all day. Over-the-counter medications, if you like that kind of thing.
Ibuprofen. I mean, even essential oils, things like that.
Oh yeah, exactly. Number 6, survival clothing. I love shopping in the clearance sections like at Walmart.
Yeah.
And every time we go in, we do our shopping, we go grocery shopping, which, we go there like, every 2 weeks or something. And I'll go over there, look at the clearance stuff. I usually still don't buy it because it's still kind of pricey, but finding like hoodies and sweatpants. And gloves and hats and even just t-shirts.
Wool socks, yeah.
Yeah, so survival clothing isn't just keeping warm, which we've been mentioning, but if you can actually come across like some Carhartts cheap. I have Carhartt bibs. We got them at a thrift store.
We did.
They're practically new.
They were.
How much did we pay for those, do you remember?
I think they were like $16.
They are my buds. But we actually have a lot of knockoff Carhartt stuff. Blue Mountain is the company we use, and it still holds up to this day. We've had them for years and years. So whenever you come across these things, pick them up, pick them up, pick them up. Because you know what's going to happen? Crap's going to hit the fan, then suddenly your snow pants are going to rip, and your sledding days during shit hits the fan is over. What are you going to do? You want to be able to be stockpiled with that stuff so that way you can actually dress warmly and enjoy the apocalypse with sledding.
Exactly.
But obviously, there's all kinds of stuff. Stock up on this clothing now because when that time comes, it's going to be a hot commodity.
Number 7, paper products.
Oh, like toilet paper. I know what you did there because we had the big toilet paper shortage of 2020. We won't talk about anything else. Just, I remember my day, we didn't have toilet paper in the grocery stores.
Oh my goodness. That is
but obviously, we're not kidding with that. You want to have a comfy tush.
Yeah.
And there's actually some plants outside you can use for that. Or some people actually use like a rag.
They do. A lot of people use family cloth. That I can't. I cloth diaper, but I can't do family cloth.
A community cloth? I find community cloth sometimes in the gas station stalls. They're just trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? But obviously there's other paper products too. I don't know how much for crap hits the fan like toilet paper.
Yeah, I think toilet paper is the main thing that you need to stock up on. But you also can buy like paper towel, paper plates, things like that, napkins, things like that. But that isn't something you can use rags and different things like that. So that's not necessary something. But I definitely highly recommend stocking up on toilet paper because it's just. I mean, come on, who really wants to wipe their tush with a leaf? So.
And not to mention, you want to have toilet paper because when shit hits the fan. Number 8, gardening supplies.
This is the perfect time to start stocking up on garden supplies. It's becoming fallish, and so things are going to start going on sale, so start keeping an eye out for that. And you can start grabbing an extra pair of gloves when they go on sale. Grab your seeds, things like that you're going to need for your gardening. Yeah,
rakes, shovels, all those things. Yeah, really stock up on them. And don't buy some of the ones that are already half broken, but sometimes you can actually get like a nice shovel for a couple bucks and buy the pole for it and actually redo it. But what I really want to stress, again, because prepping over here is stockpiling, over here is sustainability, seeds, having some kind of seed vault. And we've bought these many times in the past, and they're great. They're a lot of fun. But the problem that comes down to it is it usually comes with stuff in there that you'll never grow. Yeah. I mean, I guess you can give the seeds to somebody else or trade or barter with them.
That's true.
But seeds are essential to be able to continue on with the sustainability of growing things when things go really bad.
Exactly. Number 9, reference library. This honestly could be a really fun one. Start building your library. If stuff hits the fan and you don't have access to the internet, you will need those reference books. For sure. And again, we're talking about trying to pick up things once a month. So see if you can actually afford to make it so every month you buy a new book. Yes. A new book on prepping or survivability or gardening or something that's going to help you out. I'm a bookaholic. Our family. Yeah, we are. We're all bookaholics. We have issues with books. Yeah, we definitely have. I almost said we have too many books, but that's impossible. Never. No way you can have too many. But we have so many books on prepping, and I'm just always reading through them and just seeing what's going on and getting new cleaning stuff from them. But like she said, when crap hits the fan and if the internet goes down, which it very well might, you got to be able to have this information. So having a lot of books. We actually did a video on that a long time ago too of a lot of the books we have. Yeah. So you might want to go through the old videos. I guess I can put a link below. Yeah, we can do that. But you guys don't have to worry about it. You can buy them at yard sales or thrift stores. Maybe sometimes they have the little free books at their library where you give a book and you have an old reading book and maybe they'll have one in there. So there's lots of resources that you can find to get books inexpensive. You don't have to buy off of Amazon or go to Walmart and buy a book. You can get lots of used books. And actually, ABE Books, Advanced Book Exchange, what it stands for, abebooks.com. is by far the cheapest place you'll ever find books. Go there and type in the title, and you'll be amazed how inexpensive a lot of them are. Number 10, ammunition. Woohoo! This is the fun one. Yeah, and obviously you need ammunition for every type of handgun, every type of rifle, every type of shotgun,
every type of tank you own, whatever you might have, or a cannon.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Whatever you have in your collection, have the ammo for it. But what's so great about this is if you pick up 1 box or 2 boxes, you don't get flagged so much if you buy like a whole box of ammo, like whole boxes of ammos.
I don't know about where you're at, but you still can't buy a lot of boxes at a time. And yeah, honestly, it's always best, in my opinion, to pay cash for some ammo, just to kind of like make sure you keep it between you and the person selling it to you.
Yeah.
But you want to have those, but not even just ammo for guns, but
arrows.
Arrows for your bows and bolts for your crossbows.
Exactly.
And
things, whatever you hunt with, you need to start buying that for it.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you don't have no intention of using them anytime soon, just get them and stock up on them. And it's always good to have those things. All right, so there you go. There's your 10 things that, you know what, every time you go shopping, once a month, just add on to these to your list and budget it in there so you can pick these things up. Add it to your stockpile. You know, and for a lot of the things that when crap hits the fan, you could always barter it if you don't really need it in the long run. But you're never going to get there unless you take the action now. What do they say? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step.
Yep.
So a journey of 1,000 stockpiled items begin with purchasing one can of food.
Exactly.
That's what we say here on this channel. Maybe not. All right, let's keep prepping. Let's go through some more ideas in the comments below of stuff you want to add to this list, because I know there's lots more. And let's check out right here, Ashley, this next video.